Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will discuss about the fugacity and fugacity coefficient. At first I will tell you what is fugacity, what is the physical significance of the fugacity, why we use fugacity, and then the expression for fugacity and fugacity coefficient. This part, that is the expression or the formula of the fugacity and fugacity coefficient, is important for the exam purpose. If you don't know the concept of it but you know the formula of it, then you can solve out the problem which is coming from this part, from the fugacity part. You can solve out this easily. So let's begin. Now fugacity, actually fugacity is nothing but a replacement of a pressure, and fugacity denotes the effective partial pressure of a real gas. Fugacity denotes the effective partial pressure of a real gas. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this effective partial pressure of the real gas? Now, in case of ideal gas, we all know pressure is represented as P, and the ideal gas law is PV is equal to nRT, or for 1 mole gas, that is N is equal to 1, or you can say molar formula of it is PV bar is equal to RT. This is the formula of ideal gas. This formula is applicable only for the ideal gases. But what is the case of real gases? Real gases is somewhat different from the real gases behavior is somewhat different from the ideal gases. All gases are real gases, but sometime in some condition real gases behaves ideally. And what is those condition? Those condition is the low pressure and high temperature. Low pressure and high temperature. In this two condition, real gases behaves ideally. But what is the case when the pressure is not low enough and when the temperature is temperature is low enough? Fugacity is nothing but the replacement of pressure. What we told here, P as pressure of ideal gases. Now fugacity F is the effective partial pressure of the real gases. Why is the term effective partial pressure? Why this is the effective partial pressure? Because fugacity, the expression for fugacity F is equal to phi into P, where this phi value is the known as the fugacity coefficient. This phi is known as the fugacity coefficient, and the highest value of this phi is equal to 1. The highest value is equal to 1. So the phi value is a fraction. Generally phi, that is fugacity coefficient, is a fraction. So what is the total pressure, or what is the pressure when gas behaves ideally, is somewhat less than that of what is the pressure when the gas behaves really, that is gas behaves as real gas. So that's why this phi term is here. Phi term is multiplied by the P, because this is the measure of the non-ideality, which is known as the fugacity coefficient, that is phi, or phi is equal to fugacity by P, F by P. And this phi is a dimensionless quantity, because F is also pressure, and unit of F is pressure. Unit of F is unit of pressure. So this is a dimensionless quantity, and this phi is actually the measure of the non-ideality of the gas. So when the gas behaves ideally, then its pressure is P, and when it is behaves on a real gas, then its pressure is F, and it is known as effective partial pressure, because some fraction is multiplied with P, this much amount of P, that is this much amount of P is not contributed by the gas in actual cases, because this is all gases are real gases. So in some situation they behaves ideally, then this F is equal to P, but not always. That's why there is a term which is fugacity coefficient, which is multiplied by P, and then we are getting the value of F. And for the ideal gas, phi is equal to 1, or in other words you can say that when the gas behaves ideally, then phi is equal to 1, and then F is equal to P when gas behaves ideally. This is the case when the gas behaves ideally, that means that at low pressure and at high temperature, this is the case, F is equal to P. So that's all about the concept of the fugacity. But what is the derivation of the expression of the fugacity? And this is actually important for the exam purpose. This is the main concept of the fugacity. Now let's start the derivation. So we all know that dg bar is equal to v bar dp minus s bar dt, where this g bar, v bar and s bar denotes the partial molar quantity, or the molar, not partial molar quantity, this denotes the molar quantity. That means molar gives free energy, molar volume and the molar entropy. And actually this molar gives free energy, that is G bar, is actually mu, that is the chemical potential. G bar is actually mu, that is gives energy per mole, this is actually mu, and this is equal to chemical potential. And G bar, dg bar at constant T is equal to VdP. dg bar at constant T is equal to VdP, and you can say that dg bar by dP at constant T is equal to V bar, This is, now from this equation, that is dg bar T is equal to VdP, from this equation, and you can get that dg bar is equal to V bar dP at constant T, and from the ideal gas law you have P V bar is equal to RT. So you can replace V bar as RT by P into dP, and after integrating this equation, you can get that dg, this T is for the temperature constant, you can get that G bar is equal to G bar 0 plus RT ln P by P0, where P0 is the reference pressure, and this is the equation for G bar, that is molar Gibbs energy when the gas behaves ideally. So when the gas behaves really, or gas behaves as real gas, then what is the equation for the molar Gibbs free energy? This equation will be just replace this pressure term by the fugacity term, then you can get that when the gas behaves really as a real gas, then what is the expression for the molar Gibbs free energy, and this is equal to G bar is equal to G bar 0 plus RT ln F by P0, By this equation you can easily understand what is the importance of F in chemistry, because F is actually the replacement of P when the gas behaves as a real gas. real gas. So F is nothing but a pressure term. By this equation you can by this equation you can calculate what is the value of G bar or molar Gibbs free energy for a real gas. This is the equation for non-ideal gas, this is the equation for non-ideal gas, and this is the equation for ideal gas. Because there is an assumption that is V bar, the gas behaves ideally, that's why we are taking V bar is equal to RT by P, and that's why whatever we are getting by this assumption, this is the actually equation for the ideal gas. So for real gas, this P term will be replaced by the F term, and this is the equation for the molar Gibbs free energy for a real gas. This is one equation. This is also another equation. What is equal to ln F is equal to ln P plus 0 to P z minus 1 by P into dP. So this is another equation. This is another equation for fugacity, where F is equal to the fugacity and Z is equal to the compressibility factor. This Z is also measure of the non-ideality. This Z is also measure of the non-ideality, and it is known as the compressibility factor. And this Z is equal to P V bar by RT. This Z is equal to P V bar by RT for real gas. This Z is equal to P V bar by RT for real gas. Okay, then this formula that is ln F is equal to ln P plus 0 to P z minus 1 by P into Dp is very important formula for the exam purpose. You have to remind this formula for the exam purpose. Now I will derive this formula. In this video. Please see the derivation. So if you forget this formula is examination center, then you can also derive if you know the derivation. And so let's start the derivation of this formula. So we have these two equation for G bar, that is molar Gibbs free energy for ideal gas and for the real gas. For real gas it is F, and for ideal gas it is P. So if this is equation 1 and this is equation 2, then just by subtracting from equation 2 to equation 1, you can get that G bar minus G bar ideal is equal to RT ln F minus RT ln P. Now what is the value of this G bar and G bar ideal? That is, you have this equation G bar is equal to V bar dP and dG bar ideal is equal to V bar ideal into dP. If this is equation 3 and this is equation 4, then just subtracting equation 3 from equation 4, you can get that G bar ideal is equal to V bar minus V bar ideal into dP. So after integrating this from 0 to P, you can get that G bar ideal is equal to integration of V bar ideal into dP, and this integration is occur from 0 to P. You can get that by the integrating of this equation. So if this is equation 5 and this is equation 6. So from equation 5 and from equation 6, you can get this equation, that is RT ln F minus RT ln P is equal to 0 to P V bar minus V bar ideal into dP. Now just by replacing or just by putting what is the value of V bar and what is the value of V ideal, then you can get the value of F. Now V bar V bar ideal is equal to RT by P, and this V bar is equal to, you have that equation, that is compressibility factor equation, Z is equal to P V bar by RT. So V bar is equal to RTZ by P, RTZ by P. Just by putting the value of V ideal and V bar in this equation, you can solve out this equation. Now, just by putting the value of V ideal and V bar in this equation, you can get this equation, that is RT ln F minus RT ln P is equal to 0 to P RTZ by P minus RT by P into dP. So, this RT, if you are taking this RT out of the bracket like that, then this RT will be cancelled out, and you can get the final expression of the F, that is of the ln F, that is equal to ln F is equal to ln P plus 0 to P Z minus 1 by P into dP. This is the final expression of the fugacity, and this is very important equation. You need to remember this equation for the exam purpose. In GATE 20 also there is a question of the fugacity, and if you know this formula, then you can solve out this problem just putting in the formula. So that's all about the fugacity coefficient, and that's all about my today's video. Thank you for watching. See you again.